All right, let's cut across to Dushyanth Sridhar. Dushyanth ji, many congratulations first of all. So many different milestones that we have spoken on. What does this day mean to you?
A very special day, Padmaja, to a lot of us who respect the very ethos of this civilization, who believe that the epics, the itihasas that we have bequeathed are our true national assets. For us, it of course is a great moment. Just for the sake of your viewers, a few points that they will surely know. Dhwaja, a flag, generally signifies something very victorious and prosperous. So when we speak of Bhagavad Gita, we speak of Kapidhvajaha. We say that Hanuman is in the flag when Krishna was asked those questions by Arjuna, and he gave those answers and that compendium which is called as the Bhagavad Gita. And with respect to the emblem that we see today in this temple, it's a Kovidara Vriksham. Kovidara Vriksha, we do not know exactly what it is. They give different connotations to it. One say that it's an orchid tree. Some people say it's a pomegranate tree. Nevertheless, it was a tree that was very commonly found in the northern part of Bharata Desham. And there is a mention of it in Valmiki's Ramayana. Yatha tu khalu durbuddhir bharataha swayamagataha sa yesha hi mahakayaha kovidara dhvajorate. So Lakshmana doubts Bharata's intent when he comes to Chitrakuta to take Rama back. So at that point in time, he says that I see that there is a flag over Bharata's chariot with the insignia, with the symbol, the motif of Kovidara Vriksham. So I'm very happy that the temple authorities, whoever is in the committee, the planning committee, they have taken into account such minute details. And very happy to see that there are sannidhis for Nishadaraja, who is Guha of Shringivedapura, there is of Ahalya. So it's a momentous occasion, Padmaja. Very happy. So this is all I can say.
Dushyanth, because you travel so extensively, you speak to people, of every age group. I was just wondering, we have the unfurling of the Bhagwa Dhwaj at a time when the word Bhagwa Karan, saffronization itself is seen in a negative way कि हमारे देश का भगवाकरण हो रहा है. Why are we getting saffronized? Are we turning into Hindu extremists? Isn't this an irony that you actually see when you talk about this Bhagwa Dhwaj as a symbol of syncretic civilization, and yet in the common imagination, in the popular imagination, it is projected as something quite different?
Very right, Padmaja. Probably if this event were to happen, I'm giving you a hypothetical scenario, 10 years before, no channel will take a person with a pundra on his forehead, and a person like me can never be on a TV channel. So as simple as that. So if people believe that having Dushyanth on the panel is going to terrorize the entire world, they need to believe that. See, the point is, Padmaja, for a very long time, we have been asked to shed our religious identity, our affinity to our culture and our scriptures. We were told that there is sophistication only when you disown your civilization. And that was a myth. And it's been busted in the last 10 plus years. And the product of that is Dushyanth is on a panel, and NDTV is having a show on, of course it's a revamped NDTV now, NDTV is having a show on Ram Janmabhoomi. So what better, what a combination.
Don't hold your breath. Who knows, somebody might still say that here is 4 upper-caste people sitting and talking about Ram Mandir. You will always have somebody finding faults. But the Prime Minister has just reached the Ayodhya airport in just a while from now. We will cut across to our colleagues on the ground as well. What is going to be the program thereafter? At about noon, there is going to be a public address by him. And all of this is significant because, yes, perhaps, Dr. Krishnan, even in your interactions, you would agree that the Prime Minister has been a central figure in all of this. In the initial years, I remember, even when he had gone to several temples in the south in 2024, before the elections, he had undertaken an extensive tour of temples in Tamil Nadu, in other places in the south of India. And at that time, he was attacked for the way he dressed, for an overt show of religiosity, But in a sense, that would have been a confidence building measure for the rest of the country as well, that it's okay. You do not need to be apologetic, or you do not need to be defensive of simply your faith.
I think, Dushyanth ji said it right. We have been mentally colonized. We've been mentally colonized for a long time. And I just commented yesterday when the Prime Minister had put out a post about Lasit Borphukan, right, the great Assamese general, that maybe 11 years ago, I didn't know about Lasit Borphukan. Most Indians wouldn't have. And now we do, and we celebrate Lasit Divas. So I think it's now been what Hindus had been conditioned to kind of underplay their religiosity or their faith and belief systems. We were told to, not put out our faith so much, not wear it on our sleeves so that, the minorities shouldn't feel offended by it. Although why that should happen when it doesn't happen in any other country, right? You don't find Muslims in Muslim majority countries underplaying that faith. You don't find Christians doing that where they are in the majority. So I think what's happened over the last 10, 11 years is that Hindus have realized that it's okay to wear your faith on your sleeve, on your forehead. You could have a shikha, go to work, be a software engineer or anything, and nobody is going to take a second glance at you. And that, I think, is the biggest change that I've seen come over the last 10 years. And Modi ji has been, his overt, quote-unquote, overt religiosity, as you had said, is a big reason for it, because people feel that, well, if the Prime Minister of my country can do that, I should be able to do as well.
The image that we are showing right now, Dushyanth ji, would you please comment on it? The first image that we are getting of the Ram Darbar in Ayodhya.
There is a beautiful verse that commemorates this Pattabhishekam. Ramam Ratnamaye Pithe Sasitam Sanyaveshayat Vasishtho Vamadevascha Jabali Rathakashyapaha Katyayanaha Suyajñascha Gautamo Vijayastatha Abhyashinchannaravyagar Prasannena Sugandhina Salilena Sahasraksham Vasavo Vasavam Yatha. It is said towards the end of the Yuddha Kanda, when Rama had defeated Ravana and Lanka and they had all returned to Ayodhya, waters were brought in from different rivers and various other auspicious lakes and bodies. And in the presence of people of Kishkindha, the Vanara Sainya, some of them who had come from Lanka, the Rakshasa guests, and in the midst of the Ayodhya people, the Praja, Vasishtha, it is said that the same Vasishtha, the S-A-M-E is very important because it was Rama's Acharya, Guru, preceptor, who had fixed the date for Rama's coronation earlier. And that didn't happen. And when it happened again, it was the same Vasishtha who coronated, who crowned Rama on the Simhasana. See, Padmaja, it's very important for us to realize that in Ram Darbar, it is the Eka Simhasanam. So both Rama and Sita are seated on the same Simhasanam. That is how it used to be. Of course, the movies of the 1970s or 80s would show the king seated on one pedestal, and 2 steps below there will be another throne that's reserved for the queen. That was not the case. Ek Simhasanam. So they are seated on the same Simhasanam, and we have the brothers Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Ramastvam Lakshmanena Swayamata Bharatena api Shatrughna namna, they say. So all the 3 of them, they do whatever little service they can. So they hold the fans in their hands, Chamaram, one holds the umbrella, and we have Hanuman at the feet. So that's, essentially, all 4 brothers are related. They are brothers. And Sita is related to Rama by being the wife. Hanuman is actually a third person to the entire family. But he, in life, Padmaja, we come across so many people who may not be our blood relatives, but they become greater than them with their pristine friendship. So Hanuman's bhakti, his fervor, his unadulterated devotion to Rama and Sita is what holds the Ramayana, the beautiful Itihasa, intact. So in this parivar, we have Rama with Sita, the brothers, and Hanuman at the feet. So what more can get cool nectarine like for the eyes?
And it's not just about the brothers, about Lord Hanuman. Even Jatayu, the humble squirrel, all of them have been immortalized in this temple complex. When you talk about Hindu society being discriminatory, being graded, looking down upon a certain community, If even a squirrel gets immortalized in a temple complex, what more symbol of equality could you have there? What is this I'm talking about? I will tell you in a bit.